Well, it was a secret kept from the public. In 2011, Keith Scott Brown was charged with sexually molesting and raping his own daughters. The young ladies were part of the classical piano quintet, the Five Browns.
But the Brown's secret was finally disclosed and he was sent to prison. A decade later, Keith Brown is now eligible for parole. For every crime, there's a story and the truth matters. Here's ABC4 senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
From the very beginning, Keith Brown has refused to offer any explanation for his role in sexually abusing his own daughters. That changed today.
Just one thing, I am so very sorry for the pain I have caused them. I just wish I had been smarter.
It's the first time in a decade that Keith Brown offers an apology for sexually molesting his daughters. The survivors are part of the well-known classical piano group, the Five Browns. His appearance before the parole board Thursday marks 10 years of a long and troubled journey for the young women.
They stated that they were in the water and the vehicle was filling with water. They didn't know the location they were. They knew that they had been coming down from dinner up at the Snowbird Lodge.
It begins on a Valentine's Day outing in 2011. There's a car in the river below. A man and a woman are trapped in their vehicles after it lands in the river. It's later learned the driver is Keith Brown and his wife Lisa. Days later, emails from anonymous sources head to the media. The sources claim Keith Brown is facing several child sex abuse charges in Utah County. The crimes go back to 1990.
Are you sorry at all, Mr. Brown?
I don't have a comment.
7 days after he's charged, in a surprising move, Brown pleads guilty to sodomy and sex abuse. At the same hearing, Brown asks to be sentenced. The judge obliges, but has harsh words for him. He says a home should be a refuge and that parents should be a protector, calling Brown a pedophile and a danger to society. Brown goes to prison for a minimum of 10 years and up to life. His daughters continue their careers and hold their heads up.
As a teenager, as I was suffering through this abuse, I felt alone. I felt really alone, and I felt shamed and dirty.
Thursday, after more than 10 years in prison, Brown's no longer their manager, but inmate number 201465, and hoping for a chance at parole. His daughters also attend, waiting to hear some remorse.
Even though I feel that I have overcome the problems from 25 and 30 years ago, how could it not be a benefit?
His daughters always felt that Keith Brown was in denial because he kept using legal maneuvers to overturn his conviction. Tomorrow, Keith Brown continues his justification and his own daughters respond. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.